think
Mm.
what was a challenge and still is scary for me about sharing my work is how much of a deep place of rawness most of them, if not all of them, come from. That it's like I'm overfilling with so much that I have to get this out in this way. So it's very vulnerable for me to be sharing this work, and I think, or I'd like to think that the lyricism kind of reflects that, because for me, what I write is very much a reflection of what I'm either feeling or what I need in that moment. There's on Pushpanjali, actually, that I just released, there's a song called Seeking Home, and that's the first song that I actually wrote like in as kind of an adult, if you will. And I think it's really interesting that that song, some like lore on the song, is I wrote it right before I went to India, and it was like a huge release. It was the first song I'd ever written that like I actually cared about since I was like 12, so it feels real versus those songs. But I felt unfinished. I was like, okay, I really like ripped my guts out with this one. It's one of those songs that like I wrote while I was crying, but it doesn't feel done yet. And then I got to India and we started chanting Maha Mantra, and I was like, oh, I could fit that into this, and that turned into the chorus for that song. And so since then, I mean, all my music that I've written is about my spiritual life and about my process and my practice. And it's not all of the songs that I performed that evening, but the whole process of that song is kind of, I framed it as going backwards from kind of where I am at present, sharing a most recent song that I had written, all the way back to Seeking Home, which is why that EP, it ends with Seeking Home, or it ends with the Maha Mantra.